It's Monday. Ooh, it's a holiday.
It's a holiday macabre. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah, that's probably the cooler one.
Yeah, I was going to say, we can go one of two ways with this.
That's the cooler one.
That's the good one. Happy Monday. I hope you guys don't have work today. If you got work today, bummer.
Shout out to all the workers today.
Shout out to all the workers, and shout out to workers' moms.
I want to let that one sit.
Yeah, just let them sit. Let me sit in this. Welcome to Monday Morning Macabre, the show where two dum-dums talk about spooky stuff in this creepiest
Spooky,
way we
scary,
know how.
Spooky, scary, spooky.
Scones.
Yeah.
I meant to bring this up last episode and totally freaking forgot.
Oh, no.
Big idiot. We need to get your favorite episodes of the season, ladies
Oh,
and
we
germs.
do.
We
If
do.
you are new to Monday Morning Macabre, every year on All Hallows Eve, we collect you, the fan, your vote.
In a big bus.
In a big
and we
bus.
drive you out to our own version of Burning Man.
We stick you in a cauldron. And then we take your favorite episodes and we'll go through on a countdown and highlight the episodes and talk about it. They're great. If you haven't listened to them, check out our other two Halloween Spooktaculars.
But that means you guys got to hit us with your favorite episodes of this season. So whether that's through DMs on our socials or our email, sam@mondaymorningmacabre.com.
I think we said give us your top 7?
I think it's 5.
Okay, 5.
Top 5. 5 is a good number, and that's 2 less I have to edit, baby. So give us your top 5. It doesn't have to be like number 5, number 4, number 3. If you're like, that's a lot, I don't want to do the mental math there, and you just want to be like, here's 5 episodes I really enjoyed, and we'll just take the ones that have the most aggregate votes and do it in that order. So send that out, boys and germs.
All you germs.
If you're a germ, let us know. You got to tell us. It's the law. And we'll get that together for Halloween, which is right around the corner. Speaking of scones.
Yes.
This weekend you were at a horror party?
Oh, I was at a little horror party.
Horror party?
I was watching some were scary movies. Some were just kind of like theme movies, like Halloween theme. Like Army of Darkness. I wouldn't call that a horror movie. It's like an action adventure with horror themes, I guess. Well, I watched The Leprechaun. I watched Santa's Sleigh. I watched Jack Frost. I watched, I don't think Young Frankenstein came on, but that's usually one that we watch. The original Halloween.
Now, who's we? Tell the audience who we are. You know?
Oh, it's my older brothers have been doing this thing called Horror Weekend every October, since they were in high school. So like
since
20 years now.
Before you were born.
Like over 20 years now, and you get together and you watch horror movies and you do a blind taste tournament of pumpkin flavored beers.
A blind taste? Oh, like if you get it
like
right,
you don't know, you're tasting them in cups and you don't know what's what, and then you vote, and then the best beer wins. And this year we did a worst beer wins, so we had to vote what beer was the shittiest.
Wait, which was the best pumpkin beer? Which one was?
So for the first time ever, Shipyard Pumpkinhead won, which has never happened before, even though it's like probably one of the oldest pumpkin beers.
And then, what was the worst one?
Ironically, also Shipyard Smashed Pumpkin is their other one.
Okay, so Shipyard is just like, we play ball at both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, they are. Coming in hot or not coming at all, baby.
They came to play. Good for you, Shipyard. I went to King Richard's Fair.
Oh, heck
weekend.
Yeah.
Little Ren Fair in Massachusetts, and brought my son. He was like, yo, there's nowhere to change me. And I was like, damn, this is an oversight on King Richard's part. But it was a fun day. And that's the way it goes sometimes, Scony.
And that's
sometimes you got a changing table. Sometimes you don't. I feel like there was something else I wanted to mention.
I don't know. Was it that cool video, that football player coming out of the tunnel after like...
What?
So as a football player, he plays for the Washington Commanders. His last name's Robinson. I don't remember his first name.
Okay.
But he was shot like 3 times 2 months ago.
Okay.
And he's playing again.
Where was he shot?
Like in the leg.
Ooh, that's not a great place to get shot if you're an athlete.
Yeah, and he's like back somehow playing already. And out of a tunnel, they had like a sick like intro video for him, and he came out to Many Men by 50 Cent. Which, if you don't know that song, it's about him getting shot. and the guys who tried to kill him.
Yeah,
and, like shot him.
That's
a bunch of times.
super cool.
It was very cool. Check it out. Google it. Even if you don't like
Google
football,
it.
it's just fucking cool.
Just fucking rad.
It's just fucking sick, brother. You said it, Phil.
Sounds like it's underwater.
Yeah, well, sometimes he does.
He's drowning in debt.
Hey, aren't we all, baby?
Scones, today I'm bringing you a spooky wookie from allthat'sinteresting.com. Scones,
yeah.
Guess what we're talking about. I'll take a guess. If you get it right, I'll send you a bag of peanuts.
You said it was about a monster earlier, so I have a little bit of an advantage.
I would be very impressed if you had ever heard of this individual.
Well, first, I'm going to let a little pause go so that you, the listener,
build the tension.
Can guess.
Oh, okay, yeah. Listener, yell at your...
Guess
who's
now.
ever sitting next to you. If you're on a train and there's like a old woman next to you on your left, turn to her and just scream like, coyotes! Or whatever you think is scary.
Okay, I think that's been enough time to yell at someone.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think so.
It's a monster, someone we haven't covered yet.
Yeah.
Who is it? Champy, the Lake Champlain monster.
Scones, you lose. You're a loser.
Oh no!
You're a damn loser. You're a fool. You're a fool. You're an idiot. You're a loser. Welcome to Monday Morning Macabre. That should be the new intro.
That would be sick.
So, today, Scones, we're going to be talking about the legend of the Aswang.
What?
Okay. Aswang. Aswang? It's probably not the best monster to choose for us in particular, our incredibly mature sense of humor. But the Aswang is a shape-shifting Filipino monster that devours human guts and fetuses.
Oh, no.
Way worse than the silly name. It's probably it's probably
It's
pronounced like Aswang, not an Asswang.
It's like dick butt. But the opposite.
So this is an article by Kristen Winiarski.
Kristen Winiarski and Aswang, dude.
Oh, Winiarski and the Aswang. Aswang. See, now if I try to change it to Aswang, everyone's going to go, you're just not trying to say Aswang. So I'm kind of in a corner here.
I say, keep strong.
I said, Aswang. Aswang.
We're committing to the Aswang now.
I'll hyphenate it too. Yeah, Aswang.
We might be the only podcast talking about Aswang
now. Okay. So, according to centuries-old Filipino folklore, the Aswang combines the most terrifying We are too immature for this.
The Aswang combines both ass and wang.
Combines the best of the front and the best of the back. The Aswang combines the most terrifying traits of vampires, werebeasts, and witches into a single monster that inspires unparalleled fear to this day. Not knowing whether or not danger is lurking around the corner can be debilitating. And the Aswang combines the uncertainty of a shapeshifter with the worst traits of vampires and werewolves, making the monster the most feared in all of Filipino folklore. The word Aswang actually refers to...
What does it actually refer to? That's what I'm curious.
Actually refers to a range of mythological monsters from weredogs to vampires to a gruesome viscera sucker. So, Scones, are you a weredog? Okay. Fuck, marry, kill.
Yes.
Weredog, vampire, viscera sucker.
Vampire, werewolf, viscera sucker.
F, marry, kill.
I don't even know if I remember what a viscera sucker, or if I know what that is. Have you just said that?
Well, viscera, I assume, like something that sucks. Viscera.
Oh, no.
Being like the like...
It's like a spider? Like it melts your insides and drinks it?
Yeah, sure. That's a good way to think of it. A weredog is like a really cool werewolf that you're friends with.
Okay, marry vampire.
Marry vampire.
Fuck viscera sucker. And kill werewolf.
It's weredog. It's not a werewolf.
Oh, even worse.
He's
definitely
a homie.
Than a weredog. It's too close to furries, dude.
So all can change their appearance at will. However, so they all can change their appearance at will.
I don't think that's true. Most werewolf or were-dog.
I guess not at will, yeah. That's although I don't know if were-dogs are different. Well, could maybe were-dogs are like a different kind of werewolf.
Are they, or are they like dogs that turn into people? Is it like a reverse, or is it a person that just turns into a dog, like it's Sirius Black?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Scony. Maybe you should do were-dogs next episode.
Know.
Scony wanna know. Scony doesn't know.
Scony oughta know by now. Anyway, we've been acting like a crazy yak.
You ought to know by now. They can all change their appearance at will, and all hunger for human flesh and blood.
Oh, heck yeah.
And although flesh and blood, and although legends of the Aswang date back centuries, alleged real world sightings skyrocketed during the COVID-19 pandemic in the Visayas Islands. This is the chilling history of the mythological Aswang. What is the Aswang? The trickiest thing about an Aswang is that they're real
tricky Aswangs.
Is that it allegedly disguises itself as a human during the day. It goes about among humans and picks out its victims to hunt at night. Considered to be part vampire, part witch, and part werebeast, the idea that the Aswang could be walking among you without knowing is one of the most scary things about it.
I'd say
too. That and that it eats flesh, primarily children and unborn fetuses. Their favorite organs to eat are the liver and heart. The Aswang allegedly has a proboscis-like tongue it uses to suck out blood or unborn babies from the mother's womb.
Oh,
Aswang, come on, dude. Aswang's like, what, bro?
Bro, you don't know what I've been through.
Bro, these
Imagine
streets,
being named the Aswang.
My parents named me this. They chose this name. It reportedly stalks the small towns of the Philippines during the night, looking for its next meal. The Aswang likes to confuse its prey, using a tricky sound similar to a repeated tick. As it gets closer, it gets quieter to fool you into thinking that the creature is getting further away from you and luring you into a false relief. So really smart tactician there on the battlefield, Mr. Aswang.
Aswang knows.
That's like shit I'd think of. I'd be like, hey, why don't we get quiet when we're getting close to him?
Pretty good
thinking. Pretty smart. That's why it's not called the brain wang. You know what I mean?
Dude, or ass brain.
Yo, ass brain sounds like a strain of weed that like people would try and.
I got ass brain.
Bro, I'm on that ass brain.
On that dumb
sounds like
shit.
aspirin.
If you smoke even at one hit of aspirin, you're on your dumb shit.
Although allegedly, you may not know when you're near an Aswang during the day.
Allegedly.
It's what I read in the papers.
That doesn't sound like that word is supposed to be there.
No, I'm actually having to like kind of rewrite this article as I speak it because there's a lot of like grammatical weird things going on. It is also in its weakest state at that time. This weakness means that they are unlikely to harm people during the day.
They're like
they are usually women.
They just can't be outside. Or they get like all sad.
Yeah, you nerd. Orcs. Yeah. You mean Tom Brady?
Oh man, rip to that guy, huh?
Yo, family more like.
Shut the hell up.
More like
more Super Bowls.
They're usually women, sometimes even described as beautiful with long black hair. Reportedly, Aswangs do have some telling physical signs.
Oh no, do they?
Yeah, they've got bloodshot eyes and their feet flipped backwards. They also hate noise and bright lights. If you manage to get a good look at their eyes, your reflection will be upside down. So they're like librarians.
Wow.
Is what it sounds like to me. Supposedly, another common way is that albularios oil will boil whenever one is near. I don't know what albularios oil is, but maybe...
I'm gonna see if I can buy some.
Hold on, it sounds like it's good for my skin.
Albularious oil?
ALBUL, albularios. ALBULARYOS. Am I dumb and that's like a common thing? I've never heard of it. Also, I've barely left Massachusetts.
I don't know. I can't.
Maybe I'm not the best guy. There are allegedly 3 varieties of Aswang. The Tick-Tick, or Whack-Whack, is named for the sound it makes while hunting and turns into a large bird. The sigbin, or zigbin, allegedly turned into something similar to a Tasmanian devil. The third variety is the mananangle, which looks like a woman who can split itself in half and fly like a bat.
Shit.
All right, Scones. F, marry, kill.
Marry
tick,
her,
tick.
dude.
Tick, tick, zigbin, or mananangle.
What does the tick tick sound like or look like?
What does it sound like? It sounds like tick tick.
Okay.
It turns into a large bird. The zigbin looks like a Tasmanian devil.
Kill that.
And then the mananangle looks like a woman who can split herself in half and fly like a bat.
Mary. Instant Mary.
Mary. You don't need a woman like that.
Man seeking. Woman who can...
Hi, I'm looking for someone who can flay themselves and then fly away like a bat.
I just
on
can't.
Those like little like dating VHSs.
Yeah. I just have not had luck finding that in the dating pool as of late.
There needs to be an app for that. The night is their strongest time, when Aswangs gain their superhuman strength. The night is reportedly also the time of day which they can shapeshift and change the appearance of other objects to trick humans. When they take a victim, they supposedly can use an inanimate object to create a doppelganger, which then quickly becomes sick and dies to avoid discovery. How does an inanimate object... Oh, because they turn it into a human that then gets sick and dies. Okay, I follow. There's like some dude who's like keeps buying fucking like Apple Watches, and they just keep becoming people and dying. And he's like, son of a bitch.
That's pretty sick.
I just want to know my step count.
Get that man his step count.
Get that man his step count, Apple. Mr. Jobs. Hi, this is my impression of Steve Jobs. New phone, buy it. What do you think?
I like it. I think we need a third Steve Jobs biopic.
Yeah. I don't think Ashton did a good enough job, so I'm taking up the mantle. Played by Darce. Stories about the Aswang go back to the 16th century when the Spanish conquerors first recorded stories in writing. Still, they could stem from the 13th century when Malay people came to the Philippines and brought with them their supernatural beliefs. Their folklore referred to a creature similar to the Aswang called the Penanangle, or the Penangle. These monsters allegedly also appeared as normal women during the day, but had long tongues and fed on mothers and unborn children at night. Hooray!
Hooray!
So wonderful! The Spanish conquerors of the 16th century noted that the people feared the Aswang the most, but they may have been the ones pushing fear of the monster themselves for their own gain. They attached it to the Babylons.
Babies.
The Bababuis, who were female spiritual leaders in an effort to push Christianity. They also attached the monster to women who protested against them when they arrived so they could squash political resistance. So they basically Salem witch trialed these people and being like, oh, you're a friggin' asswang. So
imagine getting burned at the stake for being an asswang, dude.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I get shoved into a locker, called an asswang.
Asswang.
According to Esquire,
yes,
the Central Intelligence Agency, a.k.a. the CIA, for those who have never heard that before, also took advantage of fear of the Aswang in the Philippines at the height of the Cold War. Which is like, it makes me think of that horrible video of the woman who like put the scream mask on and like scared the children in that preschool. Did you see that? That was going around last week?
No, what happened?
Some daycare workers said the kids were being bad, so one of them put on a scream mask and ran into the room and started like yelling, screaming at the kids to make them cry. And I'm like, bro, I would be throwing hands. I would be so mad if I was one of these parents. As a father, Scones, I'd be filing charges.
Honestly, I like it. We need more fear in the hearts of men.
Scones is like, what is all good? It's clean foot. You never had a scream at your preschool?
People are getting a little too okay with going into the woods at night nowadays, and we need more fear.
Yeah, I want the village to be my town, baby.
I want people to worry about spirits and ungodliness.
Next section is titled
Next week.
Next week, Scones on Sell me Steve Jobs.
Okay, so he's got a black shirt, right?
Black shirt with a da-da-dee. Beep, 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 I'm Steve Jobs, look at me.
Da-da-da-da.
Real Aswangs? Given that Aswangs are believed to be shapeshifters, animals often were assumed to be Aswangs in a more terrestrial form. The sounds that are described as belonging to Aswangs could very easily be birds. Animals such as the Tasmanian devil, bat, and kangwang.
Oh, man. What?
Kagwang.
Another one?
It's a flying lemur, dude.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. How do you spell it?
K-A-G Wang.
This is a great
Kagwang.
podcast.
Kagwang.
Wow, that thing's sick.
Okay. Just, hey, listeners,
Certified
envision something
animal.
super... Envision a diesel animal in your head, and you got it.
Bada bing.
So all these animals have been killed because they were thought to be the Aswang in another state. Another possibility is a rare genetic disease which primarily affects Filipino men called XDP. This disease causes uncontrollable muscle spasms, tremors, and contortions. Photographs of people experiencing these symptoms are similar to some depictions of Aswangs. The original home of the Aswang is rumored to be the Capiz region, which also has the highest concentration of XDP cases.
Uh-oh,
medical mysteries.
guys.
Seriously. Another possibility is that the Aswang is the scapegoat for people who commit brutal murders. For people to blame a monster is often easier than reconciling the fact that a fellow human did something so awful. The tabloids feed into it by attributing crimes to Aswangs, also to boost their sales, but it also keeps the narrative alive. They have also been used to explain stillbirths and miscarriages in the Philippines. Whether a story to control people or a monster to be feared, the Aswang is something true. The Aswang. No, listen to this sentence. This is what I'm talking about.
When I'm like, Aswang sentence, dude.
When I'm tripping over these, this is what I mean. The Aswang is something truly something out of humanity's darkest nightmares.
Dude, Aswang is something, dude.
The Aswang is all. I can't handle.
Can't handle all that Aswang.
So that's the Aswang. I know I'm saying it wrong, and
I don't know
believe me. Aswang is not Aswang. It's definitely like Aswang. Or, there's probably a wizard out there whose name was like Aswang, and all of his wizarding bullies called him like Aswang, and that's why he became like a Sauron figure.
He is,
you know what I mean?
Aswang the Terrible.
I'm Aswang the Great. And they're like, Aswang.
You suck.
You suck, Aswang. Make fireworks with your staff, loser.
Yeah, do it.
He's like, guys, seriously. My robe.
It's all muddy.
My mom wrote in the inside collar, so I know it's mine. Classic Aswang.
Big Aswang energy.
Aswang the Brown, dude. Shout out to Radagast. Anyway, if you guys see an Aswang, call us in. We're the Aswang Busters. The Wang Busters. Ain't afraid of no Aswang.
You know what I learned this weekend?
What'd you learn this weekend, Scony?
All of the royalties for that song. Mm-hmm. The guy who sang it, Ray Parker, doesn't even get them. Huey Lewis and the News gets them.
Dude, Huey Lewis and the News are probably so stoked.
Because they had a song that sounded a lot like it, and they sued, and they won.
Damn. Isn't that like what's going on, or not what's going on, but isn't that what happened with Olivia Rodrigo and Paramore?
Oh, no. What happened?
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I
well, Scooby-Doo's my favorite dog. You know that song?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, everyone was like, oh, this sounds exactly like Misery Business. Yeah, exactly. But I guess, what's her face? Paramore singer lady was like, who gives a shit?
Hayley Williams? Yeah, because she's cool.
Because she's cool and not like a fucking
cool and
narc.
If she wanted to hang out, she's and
she's cool and here's my number.
She's cool and not like other girls.
Yeah, she's she plays a guitar and stuff. So
I don't know. Well, I've never been to Britain. This episode's weird.
This episode, it's a bit of a pop-off episode, but you know what? It still counts. Popping off in the Aswang.
This one will count if you want to vote this one, as your favorite.
If you go, this is number one, everybody. This is the peak of Monday Morning Macabre. Then you can send us a DM. Let us know.
I like to think there's some guy like who's a fan of ours in like his 70s, and he has this favorite episode, and this might be one of them, and he puts them onto like a CD for him to listen in the car.
Yeah, he's got a cassette tape, and he's like, nothing like hearing 20-somethings talk about Aswangs. I'm gonna die, and these are the last things I'm listening to.
That's so cool.
so quirky.
I hope the last thing I say before I die is, or hear, I should say, is someone just leaning in, whispering, Aswang. Darce, if I write that into my will, can you do it? If I
whisper into your corpse's ear? I'm gonna outlive you, but you want me to whisper in? I mean, there's no question.
It's
but
widely, if you knew us.
Yeah, it's a very well-known fact. I got kids. I can't die. I'm gonna live forever.
Yeah, if this was a movie, you wouldn't be able to die. You have too much to live for, and then my character would definitely die.
Your character. I watched House of Wax yesterday. Total side tangent.
Oh man, you see Paris Hilton get a fucking spear through the head?
She got a tube through the dome. And I was like, sheesh. Anyway, that's the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you write in your favorite stuff. Check out the Patreon. We're gonna have that Hocus Pocus coming to you soon. And MM Macabre Bot on Twitter, Monday Morning Macabre on Instagram. Shout out to people who have already sent theirs, because I've seen a few.
Oh,
I was like,
man,
wow,
those people are the best.
You guys are proactive.
I love it. Those are the real,
the real
ones. With
if you haven't done it yet, you just turn the... Yeah. We're doing an episode of Real Ones with John Bernthal.
Yeah,
it's us and Shia LaBeouf.
It's us and the two guys in prison, for life. That's us. Well, we thought Aswang was a really funny name, John. That's why
John, we couldn't stop giggling at the name Aswang. So we're Real Ones too. So send it in.
It's such
let
a
us
low
know.
effort. It's something like a comic book monster that a kid in the 90s made in 5th grade because he was wicked.
Yeah, it's the Captain Underpants of of cryptids. But let us know. Have a good Monday. Enjoy the day off. We love you. Goodbye. Bye.
Thank you.